Hello, Jack and Jills, and welcome back to another episode of Kotor. And as you can see, it's good to know that Korriban has no end of acid rivers in it. I just think it's very interesting how a desert planet just has this fast-paced moving river of acid going through it. Anyways, in the last episode, we went ahead and pretty much did everything we could on Korriban. We got the star map, we defeated some Sith people, because In this episode, we're gonna get our tushies off of Korriban and moving on with the plot. Baby. We'll see. The plot being we have to go get the final star map, which is on Kashyyyk, and then we can finally start working on the end part of the game, which I'm super excited about. We're almost done with the game. You guys have stuck with me for so long. I appreciate it, and I love you guys for it. And I hope you guys have been enjoying this game as much as I have. It's a lot of fun to replay through Star Wars and visit all the worlds and get a part of the lore, and let's see what these Sith people have to say about stuff.
You there! How is it that you're leaving Naga Sadow's tomb by yourself? You went in for your final test, didn't you? Where is Master Uthar?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
You lie.
Dang it! Let's see. I mean, no, not dang it. You don't know that I said that. Let's see. Look, I don't need any trouble here.
Well, you found it.
Dang it.
If you've done anything to Master Uthar, you're going to pay for it.
But I didn't do it.
What if Master Uthar is really dead? How can we hope to stand up against someone who could kill him?
Good point,
Don't be
sir.
a sniveling coward.
Dang it.
I will prove this one a spy. And if Uthar is dead, I shall become the new master.
Lame. And I just realized, because I had to go into Naga Sadow's tomb by myself, I don't have all my people, but you know what? I have an overpowered ability, and it makes them really easy to destroy. Oh wait, no, actually if I remember correctly, it's been a while. We'll get my companions back here in just a moment. I just have to fight through everything, which is sad because I didn't want to have to fight through everything, but... Oh, Jolie and Karth. Oh man, they are all going to die. Karth, do not be there by yourself. That's so silly. I have no idea if I'm sending him in the right direction. Now that I think about it. This is fun. You guys having fun yet?
I'm here.
Okay, Jack and Jills. So, I just went ahead and did a lot of fighting. I was hoping to have an option last episode that would make it so I wouldn't have to fight everyone, but apparently I made the wrong choices, so that it just is what it is. Not a big deal. But now I can't get back into the academy. Oh. Thank you. Okay, well then. Very interesting, because I think I've already received something like that, but because I haven't gone and started the quest line, it basically happened again. So anyways, Jack and Jills, that's pretty much the end of Korriban. It wasn't as bad as you thought, was it? Now, was it? I think for the rest of this episode, I'm going to, let my partners catch up. I thought that was the whole point of having the Master Speed, is that they all got to move fast. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and talk to a few of our companions on the ship, just to see where things are at. Thinking. We've already talked, I'm pretty sure we're done talking with Mission. There's not really anything more to say to her. Let's talk to Candace,
Yeah, what
though.
do you want?
Well, geez, you're always so nice. I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
I think I'll tell you a bit about the recent war we had with the Republic. That might be more familiar to you. The one where Jedi Revan beat my people. We started by conquering worlds outside the Republic. We did it quietly so the Republic wouldn't really know what was going on until it was too late. When we finally did hit the Republic worlds, they had no idea we were coming. We
That's
came
smart.
in through 3 invasion corridors in adjacent sectors. Anyone who put up a fight, or wouldn't fight, was crushed. We raised whole worlds trying to provoke the Republic into fighting us. I don't particularly enjoy wiping out worlds for its own sake, but the cowardly tactics the Republic defenders used left us little choice.
Okay, there's no honor in defending themselves?
Hiding in the homes of civilians, using families as shields, thinking we would not use appropriate force on their bases inside major cities. They underestimated our resolve, and what measures are acceptable in war. Those who cannot defend themselves should not be around those who can in battle. If annihilating a city is the kind of power it takes to overwhelm a Republic shield device, then that's what we did. Necessary force to destroy all opposition.
Ooh, surely you could have found another way.
I have no time or patience for cowards. They deserve to be hunted down and exterminated like vermin. There was no honor in wiping them out like rats. But some of your forces did redeem the Republic in our eyes. Especially later.
Later?
Later, when Revan had joined the
Gotcha.
war. But we'll get back to that. We've wasted too much time already. Is there something else you want to know?
No, I'm good.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Thanks, Candace. You're always so pleasurable to talk to. HK-47.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Excellent. Let's see if we could try restoring some of your memory.
If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Alright, let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. You are already familiar with accessing my central control cluster, correct? Now you will need to... And now
Woohoo,
rewire the
success!
last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have accessed information on my owner prior to the Senator, Master. Most unexpected.
Who was it?
Answer. It appears that previous to my ownership by the Senator, I was the property of one Bochaba the Hutt on the planet Slaheron.
Oh. So, Slaheron is actually the homeworld of the Hutts, I believe, if I remember correctly. And so what gruesome fate awaited him?
Objection. That is unfair, Master.
No, it's
While
not.
Bochaba may have died gruesomely, I most certainly had nothing to do with it. Well, very little. My memories tell me that, for a time, Bochaba was one of the most feared gangsters on Slaheron. I helped him with this reputation greatly. Over a span of 1 year, I terminated a grand total of 322
Wow.
sentient meatbags. These contracts made Bochaba very wealthy.
Okay, so what happened to stop that?
It was unfortunate but inevitable that eventually Bochaba would overstep his bounds. I had just cleared 2 Hutt households when the exchange retaliated. Statement. I was not even present when my old master was assassinated. I did appreciate the artistry behind his demise upon my return, however.
Okay, so how was he killed?
Answer. Allow me to say that I have little doubt that residents of that sector were fishing pieces of Bochaba out of their soup for
Ooh.
weeks afterward.
Gross.
At any rate, I quickly shut down upon my master's death. The rival Hutt claimed me along with my master's other possessions. Observation. If that Hutt had only known my true function, he surely would not have sold me to a senator he bribed regularly.
Would you have preferred to stay on Slaheron?
Observation. It would have suited my character, Master. I have enjoyed my existence since, more or less, so I do not miss it.
Okay, well, you would have been found out eventually, I guess.
Observation. No doubt, Master. It would have been a glorious battle to end my existence with. I would prefer that to rusting on a junk heap.
That's fair. Well, do you remember anything else?
Answer. Negative, Master. There is still more memory that can be restored, however, if you wish to try. As well, I believe I can restore several programs the hut installed to improve my performance. Yes, they are now active, contemplative. I wonder how many more dead masters I might have out there. A droid can live for a long time, you know.
That's true. Alright, so he has more vitality. Oh, he actually regenerates vitality. Sweet. That's kind of cool. Let's go check out and see what Jolie has to say about everything.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Well, yeah, you're a cranky old man that I enjoy having on my ship, so talk to me. You never did actually say why you decided to come with me.
No, I never did I?
You know I don't have to take you with me.
Of course you do. I know things, remember? You think you can make it around this part of the galaxy without me? But don't answer that. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Okay, move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know.
No,
How
really.
many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's
That's
all
probably
the
true.
critters and the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
You could have done that on your own.
So I could. Well, not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind of idea, however. I'll admit, for all
but
its
you could have
flaws,
bought your way out.
Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
So you know what my destiny is.
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time?
Nope.
I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you, but... I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, you got that right. I have enough Jedi watching me.
Well, I, for one, am quite content to let you make your own mistakes.
Cool, thanks.
Just because I want to see where this ends up doesn't mean I need to tell you how to get there. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can't be all bad.
Who's that?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
Did you have to make that sound awkward? Let's see. I don't bring you along for your own amusement, you know.
Oh, stop being such a baby.
No, I will
Are you
not.
always so quick to turn aside an ally? Got too many of them, do you? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Oh my goodness, I really enjoy Jolie's character. More so this time around than in previous playthroughs. Johanny!
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Well, I suppose following all our other conversations, why don't you tell me more about yourself?
Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that.
Okay, please do.
In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
So near the world your species comes from?
Cathar was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran.
Okay, well, how did it happen?
They swooped down from space, across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist. And in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed.
Let's see. And that is what you... Oh, no, that would be a harsh... so why didn't the Republic help you?
We were not members of the Republic. Kotor was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained, and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it.
But you survived?
My parents carried me as a baby with them, and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able, and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard.
And how did your family cope?
My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die.
How did he die?
Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
How can I help?
Let's see... Why did the council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission, and there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
Well, it seems odd they would send me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I got a feeling there's more going on than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
I guess that makes sense.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when it's appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
Me? You're the one who taught me, who thought this was her big audition for... Oh, I don't really want to say that. You're right. I suppose we should get back to the mission now.
Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Okay, that was a pretty pointless conversation. Alright, let's see what Karth has to say.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you think you'll see Dustil again?
I think so. If he's anything like he used to be, Dustil hates to be tricked. There's no way he'll let the Sith trick him again. As for whether or not he'll be my son again, I don't know. He's so full of anger and hate. I wasn't expecting him to be like this. Well, maybe we can work it out. I hope so. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Thanks, by the way, for all your help.
You're welcome. Is that all you have to say?
Yes, what's on your mind?
I guess that is.
You got it.
Alright, Jack and Jills. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm gonna call it an episode here. Well, there's not really anyone else to talk to unless we want to talk more, but I'm kind of done with that for the moment. So, on that note, thank you for joining me today, and make sure to subscribe! The Adventure Buddies wouldn't want you missing out on all the fun things we have going on. Have a great day!